Hello everyone, welcome back to the chicken coop. I'm just making a quick video here today because I stumbled onto these irons on Amazon and they were too intriguing not to get, considering my son grows so fast. He needs full-size clubs now, and I was looking for something to give him more of a traditional gapping like I use with my bulky wedges. For $120 for the three of them. They were supposed to be a forged wedge that had a milled face, which you can see a little bit of it there. We was very pleased when we got them. They looked really nice and clean. They felt pretty good in the hand, so we figured we would give them some testing. And let's see what we come up with. We're going to use a brand new Pro V1X with a brand new metallic dot, using FlightScope Mevo Plus as my launch monitor. I am fairly good at my short game. I hit about 300 wedge shots a day. I know what my wedges are supposed to do, so it should be a fairly even test. Alright, let's get to some close-ups. Okay, we got them laid out next to their Titleist partner here. Let's actually get them switched around so they're all identical. The only difference I noticed is that the 60 degree is longer than either of the other 56 and 52 degree. Other than that, they all match the Titleists in size and shape. The Detroit Golf wedges definitely seem to be a few grams lighter and have a slightly lighter shaft than a traditional bulky wedge flex shaft. The milling on the clubs that I received definitely did not coincide with what I saw on the internet. Also, the printing of forged on the hosel was slightly different. Other than the few visual differences, between the clubs, there's not much in the way of feel difference when you hit them. If you hit them in the center, they do feel like a forged club, so I have to believe that they are forged. The grips that come with them are a far cry away from a bulky grip, but are very usable and don't need replaced upon getting them. They had an extremely soft feel, and if I wasn't looking, I almost couldn't tell which one I had in my hand. Now, with that said, they are not a bulky replacement. I think they would be wonderful for someone like my son who is learning his gapping, wants a club that gives him some feedback. 2, potentially somebody that had been a good golfer at one point, left the game, and coming back. They know what they want, they know what they should feel when they hit a wedge, and they don't really want to go all in for that money. Well, here in front, pardon my scribble, is some of the results I had after hitting 20 balls with each. I wore out before I could get to the 52 degree, so excuse me for only having the 56 degree and the 60 degree numbers. Using premium balls, I see about a 500 RPM difference between the clubs. Now, when I'm using a less premium ball, say a Titleist True Feel that my son uses, I see more of 1,000 RPM difference. And I attribute this to the milling not being as pronounced on the Detroit Golf wedges as it is in the picture. But, all in all said, the RPMs are very similar. My distance from the pin, very similar. My distance offline, very similar, and the carry numbers are very similar. All that could be excused within my personal margin of error. So, let's recap. I would definitely recommend these irons, wedges, To anybody who is either improving in the game and wanting to experience a 3-wedge gapping, or someone that's coming back to the game that can strike the ball fairly well, they are a forged iron, I'm almost certain of. The feel is very similar to my Titleist bulky wedges, with only minimal drop-off in performances. If you were going to go buy Titleists for the $120 that you're going to spend on these 3 wedges, you would be buying clubs that were very old, very used, and probably have their grooves burned out. These here, you get a new, very sharp looking club that can go in the bag and you can learn, and you don't feel bad next year when you got to upgrade. So I know my son was very appreciative, and I'm sure a few of you out there would be as well, to get a club like this in the bag. Me, if I had to game these because someone stole my wedges out of my bag, I would do it. It would be no problem. It might not, you know, be a Vokey, but by gosh, for less than a third of the price, you get way enough for your money. All right, guys, enough of me rambling on about this. Have a good one. Just didn't see any feedback from this club online and just wanted to put that out there. Thank you, guys.